Hey, Spoo! Hey, can you hear me, the hair dryer?
What?
Yeah, the hair dryer. Hand it to me.
First of all, what do you need a hairdryer for? Secondly, haven't you read the warning labels?
Today on the show.
Warning labels. They are there for our protection, but sometimes they just get plain weird.
Sometimes they just don't make any sense.
You kind of have to wonder what the story is behind those warning labels. Like a lot of times, something had to happen at some point in time that made them put that label on there. For example, the lady spills the hot coffee on herself at McDonald's, so now there's a big warning label about how coffee is hot, as if we didn't know that already.
Steaming cup was hot.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Did you know that? I didn't have any idea that was like that.
Yeah. I mean, I know iced coffee's a thing, but
I didn't know hot coffee. Hot coffee? Really? Hot coffee. That's a thing.
But so you kind of have to wonder where some of these warning labels came from, the story behind them, and today we're going to look at a few of the more bizarre ones out there.
Yeah,
kind of guess where what could have happened that led to these warning signs or warning labels going on there.
Like this little gem. Danger. Be certain fan blades have come to a complete stop for removing or replacing the fan. Really?
Somebody lost some fingers at some point in time, and I mean, it's either that or they actually took the initiative and said, some idiot
will do this
and is going to lose some fingers, so let's be proactive here.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that they try to cover all their base. Companies try to cover their bases so they didn't go get sued. But people, personal responsibility is a thing.
Yeah. Now this one kind of takes it a little bit further. This is actually a sign. I'm not sure where this sign is at, but it simply says, "Birds poop every 15 minutes. How long have you been standing here?"
Long enough to get poop on my shoulder.
I mean, is that like a scheduled thing? I mean, if you've been there for 14 minutes...
Birds got watches, I mean, okay, now, guys.
And now, fire. Sometimes it seems that way, that's
for
sure.
Well, especially after you've washed your car.
I want to know where this sign is coming from.
I don't know. You want to know where that sign comes from? I want to know where this sign comes from. Aircrafts have right-of-way on road. What?
That I attribute to what I call the bigger than you theory.
Yeah. Mass times velocity equals right of way.
Yes,
all the time.
Yeah. If I'm bigger than you, then yeah, I get to go first. This one, I don't even know where to begin on this one. This is
I don't want my computer to die.
Apparently, somebody decided that it was a good idea to stick a gas nozzle up their butt.
What?
I guess the gas station doesn't want you to do that.
I would think. Sorry.
I mean, you got enough gas in your butt as it is.
Well,
I mean,
but why? Why would somebody even think that is okay? Why would you think that's okay?
I don't know. We discussed talking about Darwin Awards at one point in time, and one of my favorite Darwin Awards has to do with a gas station and things in your butt, but it's not the gas nozzle.
Oh my!
Yeah, we'll discuss that another day.
Here's the classic one. This is in various different forms on chainsaws, but the one that gets me is from Husqvarna. I don't know if this one particularly is from Husqvarna, but still, it seems like a common sense thing, don't you think? I mean, caution: do not use your genitals to stop chainsaw blade, unless you are Luke Cage or Colossus or Superman. Probably don't want to try it.
Similarly, from I believe this is also Husqvarna. Do not hold the wrong end of a chainsaw.
Really? Why do we have to tell people these things?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much common knowledge,
I would think
it's
so.
It's moving fast. You cut through stuff with a chainsaw. We've all seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Flesh and bone, right through it.
Yeah. I mean, these
like
cut through
butter.
trees that stop bullets and cars. Your little body, not going to be an issue.
No, don't grab the end of a chainsaw.
How about this from a piece of child's clothing? Wash inside out. remove child before washing. So what parent was like, Timmy, your shirt's really dirty. Drop, crank, soap. Really? I can't even begin to...
Oh, man.
That goes along to another line of, parents not paying attention to what they're doing.
I'm going to use this to jump to this one since it's pretty similar here. This is on a series of irons. This activity involves using a hot iron. Only an adult should do this activity. Be careful. Cardboard transfer will still be hot. Do not iron while wearing a shirt.
Really? Again, that Cece, I'm going to say really a lot here, guys, because there are no other words to describe these things. Come on.
Wow.
Just somebody put this sign up at a beach. Caution, this sign has sharp edges. Do not touch the edge of the sign. But in the very fine print down at the bottom, it says, the bridge is also out.
Oh, by the way.
Just by the by, people keep walking into the sign and they're getting cut. Don't pay attention to the bridge. I would think the bridge would be the first thing on the warning sign.
I wanted to use this sign. I'd actually known about this sign for a long time, and I found pictures of the sign. Apparently there's more than one, but I did not go with it. But that one reminds me of it. It's a sign that's just out in a field. There's another one that I found that was like sitting in the median of the middle of the road. And all it says is, please do not throw stones at this sign.
So what does that make people do? It's going to make them throw stones at the sign.
Yeah.
Can I hit the sign?
No, I mean, there were some that were like, hikers are below or something like that. But this is just sitting on the side of the road, like in a field. Just nothing around it. There's not like a lower level where there might be people. There's not things around it that could break or whatever. It's just a field and a sign. Here. There it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
So why would you... I don't want rocks in my big open field.
Maybe they wanted rocks, and it's like reverse psychology.
Could be. Could be. Very could be. Here's one that, again, obviously seems obvious. Keep bag away from babies, children, pets, and cheese. This bag...
It's not a toy.
Is not a toy. Why cheese?
Warning, danger, warning.
Why cheese, guys? I could understand
you don't
the
want to
babies,
suffocate
the children,
your
and the
cheese.
pets.
I mean, suffocating cheese is that's horrible. That's a problem.
Babies and pets and stuff.
Suffocation in a bag that's not a toy is the #1 cause of death in cheese in America. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, especially in Wisconsin.
It's a bad problem in Wisconsin.
Now, speaking, cheese can go bad, and of course, if you've ever kind of accidentally eaten bad cheese, it leaves a pretty bad taste in your mouth.
Oh yeah,
right. Mm-hmm. Well, so can this. Warning: do not use orally after using rectally.
The thermometer. A thermometer.
Yep. This has been in your butt. Don't put it in your mouth. Common sense. You would think.
I would. Well,
one would think that would be common sense.
I would think this would be common sense, but apparently...
Speaking of common sense, caution! Do not swallow!
It's a coat hanger.
Don't swallow this wire coat hanger.
Because your neck expands like this big. Like you're a cartoon character.
That sounds like something out of a bad 80s horror movie. That's what that sounds like. So maybe that actually happened in a bad horror. I'm gonna look it up. So if it exists, here it is. And if not, then I just sat here for a second with my hands in a weird position. So
first of all, how does somebody even begin to swallow a coat hanger?
Maybe if you wound it up in a ball or something.
Because
then that's gonna not feel so good going down.
A coat hanger is a big piece of wire.
Yeah.
It's a triangle.
No wire hangers. Maybe that's what it was. He heard Joan Crawford screaming "No wire hangers" and thought,
he got inspired.
You know what? I was thinking about eating one of those.
I'm glad she said that.
But she's right. No wire hangers.
Like this
I
next
shouldn't
one.
swallow this.
Here's the picture. Don't sit on the fence.
Don't sit on that fence. That's not going to be very comfortable.
Sit on that fence, and that's a worst week Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, that reminds me of season 2 of The Walking Dead, when that guy fell on the fence and that went through his leg and everything like that. That's all I can think of. But the drum throne guy from Worst Week Wednesday. That's still.
Oh, why'd you bring that up?
No, I don't know. Well, it could be worse. It could be this. Warning, this zipper may harm your penis. Zip with caution.
Now, we're guys.
I think we've all been there at some point in time.
We've probably been there at one point in another. And
we've all seen something about Mary. But, yeah. I mean, I guess they're definitely covering bases there. Hey,
gotta cover bases.
Blunt and to the point.
Yeah.
Don't zip your crotch.
Just stay away from it. That's why you wear strings.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about zippers or buttons. Here's one from the Air Force.
This one's scary.
This one's scary. This is on the side of a public road. Warning, this road crosses an Air Force bombing range. For the next 12 miles, things may fall off planes.
And explode around you.
If I see that warning sign, I think I'm going to find
an alternate route.
We talked earlier in our run about shortcuts. Mm-hmm. That's not a shortcut you take. I don't care how quick you need to get something.
It looks like it's a dirt road, too. So, I mean, unless you know somebody that lives on a dirt road, just avoid dirt roads altogether. Or you're just, you're from the country, and unless you know where you're going, we'll put it that way.
Unless you know where you're at, don't go down a dirt road.
Now, this is from a toilet bowl cleaner. And, it basically says drop in the tank, your normal, gives you the directions and things like that. But then there's one that just doesn't quite fit in. Safe to use around pets and children, although it's not recommended that either be permitted to drink from the toilet.
I'm thirsty. I'm going to go get a drink.
I don't recommend that.
Well, the toilet bowl cleaner sign said so.
Well, I mean, it's safe to use, but don't drink
it.
I don't recommend it.
What are people thinking?
Maybe they're not.
Obviously, they're not thinking. If we've got to put warning signs,
we wouldn't need these warning signs if people were thinking.
Yes, like this warning on a mask, like a painter's mask, it says caution or says warning. Does not supply oxygen. I can't go swimming with that? I can't use that underwater?
If you can't breathe, that mask will not save you.
Darn, I was really hoping I could go swimming with that.
But you know what might save you? Is this sign. Danger! Do not feed or molest the alligators. Gators cannot be tamed, and feeding them can result in their mistaking a hand for a handout. Florida law prohibits the feeding or molesting of alligators.
Nah, I really think going out there and bugging an alligator is a great idea. I'm going to go mess with an alligator,
and I'm going to go.
That leads to a little tidbit. They had a gentleman in Florida last week was bathing in a retention pond. Got his foot bit off.
Yeah.
Because why?
Well, because it mistook a foot for a foot out, apparently.
Yeah, but I mean, really. Alligators are dangerous animals. And a lot of these we okay, look. A lot of them are
all the way home.
Yes, all the way home. A lot of these are written because somebody did something really stupid. But that one's way up.
Either somebody did something stupid or they just knew someone was going to do something stupid, so they're covering their butts ahead of time.
Yes.
You get more?
Is
that it? I've got more. How do you? I have more.
Keep right on going.
And so when you're in there, not molesting the alligators, make sure that you do not breathe under the water.
Because the mask doesn't supply oxygen.
Yeah, the mask does not supply oxygen. So don't breathe in the water, and definitely don't molest the alligators while you're not breathing underwater while wearing a painter's mask.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Don't do it at all.
Don't do it. So yeah, I mean, you guys got some weird signs. I mean, there's plenty of them out there that we didn't touch on.
There was a lot of them that were obviously fake.
A lot of fake ones. And we are aware that there's an extreme possibility that some of the ones that we showed today were either in jest or were fake altogether. But we accept that ahead of time, so we don't need you guys don't have to point that out to us. But find some good ones out there. Try to keep them as real as possible. I mean, we tried to get the ones that were at least not obviously fake. Show us some fun ones down in the comments below.
Yeah.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I don't know why I always said that.
That was
weird.
really kind of southern going on there.
Like Southern preacher. Instagram and Twitter on the Facebook.
He's banishing the demons.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do the YouTubes. Likes, shares, subscribes. Those things. Grab a friend. Force them over to your house. Tie them to a chair.
Wait. We don't want them to really tie them to a chair, do we?
Why not? Some people like that.
Okay.
If they're okay with it, whatever, fine.
Remember, warning signs.
Yes, warning, don't kidnap people. But if they're willing to come along, bring them over to your house, show them your favorite episode of the show, and, encourage them to subscribe. Make sure you guys are sharing these videos, and make sure you're liking them as well, so we can, got to get those views up, got to get those subscriptions up as well.
Thumbs up.
We will be throwing out, probably next week, we will be throwing out another challenge for you guys as far as subscription numbers goes and things like that, or views for that matter. May change it up a little bit.
Change it. Yep.
But we're going to give away some money if you guys can get those numbers up. So get on that right now. And till tomorrow.
Hey, this is Melissa from Jefferson City. Now here is your Russian video clip of the day.
Вы взорветесь! Трудно снимать,